Coach for Ahly. I said the first leg results, 2-2 was an acceptable one for them heading back to home soil. Also admitted it won't be easy this second leg, given what they saw from Simba in Tanzania. It was a little bit disappointed they perhaps didn't take advantage of some of their chances they had, particularly in that first half.
Deal with the pressure of Ahly away, because they were playing at home, the fans were behind them, they did what they had to do. I think it was an even victory for them, because the people were very, very satisfied with their performance, and definitely we see what's going to happen. Obviously, the changes made a huge impact for him, and he feels like those players can match Ahly. So we see how the players are going to execute it. This talk is cheap. You can do whatever you have to do, but the most important thing is the execution.
So kick-off in this one, just a couple of minutes away in Cairo. Out come the two sets of players. We'll have the confirmation of the starting lineups momentarily. We'll look at today's match ball for this inaugural African Football League. The second of the quarterfinals coming up after this one later on today. And already Sundowns up against Petro Atletico of Angola. But the focus right now very much on the game here between Ahly, the 11-time African champions, and Simba, who've never gone before the quarterfinals in African competition. And a chance to break new ground today if they can see off the giants of Cairo. Oh, by no means a full house, but certainly the 30-odd thousand or so in attendance very much making their presence felt for this one, and they will surely have a factor to play. It's been a very difficult place for clubs to come and play in recent times. And Simba have been to Egypt twice before to take on Ahly. They're going down by 5-0 and by a 1-0 as well on their past two meetings. They will have to, at the very least, pick up some sort of result today if they are to take their place in the last four. Away goals are in effect, so a high-scoring draw would work in their favour. John Boko, one of the two players brought back into the side today, wearing the captain's armband for Simba. Exchange of handshakes between the players and match officials. The vastly experienced Mohamed El Shinawi once more captaining Ahly. Six-time league winner and the winner of 3 Champions Leagues as well, El Shinawi. Let's look at the starting lineup selected by their coach Marcel Koller. 4 changes as Mohamed Abdelmonem comes in from the start today. Came on as a second-half substitute on Friday. Ali Malou, the Tunisian left-back, also gets the nod on the left side of defence. 2 changes as well in the midfield. Marouane Attia, the Egyptian international, coming into the team along with his international teammate Hussein El Shahat. Those two also were brought on in the second half in the first leg. Today's match referee from the Democratic Republic of Congo, Jean-Jacques Gambo Ndala. And John Boko, over 80 caps for Tanzania. And he is back in the starting lineup today for the visitors. Look inside the VAR room here. The starting 11 selected by Simba coach Robertinho. The aforementioned Boko back in to lead the attack. And Sadio Kanute, who got the second goal in the first leg after coming on as a half-time substitute, also rewarded for his fine second-half performance. He comes in at the expense of Nizamiro Yassin. It was Miki-son who was replaced at half-time of the first leg, also dropping to the bench this afternoon as well. Marcel Koller, the 62-year-old former Swiss international, hired by Ahly in September of 2022, won the league in his first season. lost just the one match. Also went on to win the CAF Champions League as well. Likely potentially on course for the treble through to the Egyptian Cup final, which will be played at the end of November. His counterparts, Robertinho, making a couple of key personnel changes at half-time of the first leg that's really worked out well for Simba. He's gone with a similar lineup to the one that started the second half of the first leg from the offset today. Well, it's pay dividends for the Tanzanians as they look to knock off one of the great names of African football, Ahly. Magdi Afsha, a key components of this Ahly side. He scored the winning goal late on the 2020 CAF Champions League final against Ahly's Cairo rivals Zamalek.
This game is going to be a very, very interesting game because you can see the changes that Simba has made. They brought their captain Boko. He looks very tall. The game plan is going to be like a second ball to him, guide the ball, and then they kind of try and support. And don't forget Dennis is also a very, very dangerous player. He scored a goal, and his confidence level is high. So this game is very, very interesting to watch.
They have gone to bolster the attack with the selection of Boko. Dennis Kibu, of course, certainly played his part in that first leg with the first goal, the equaliser. Just a brief delay, but we are just about set to get underway. And away we go. It is the host, Ahly, who kick off this second leg in Cairo. Do you expect to see a bit more from him today? Will he be a bit more on the money?
Yeah, I do expect a bit more from him.
Any chance here perhaps for Ahly? Well, played themselves into a spot of bother. Simba certainly cannot afford to make those sorts of mistakes. It was Kara, but with Afsha rather with a header. Just another look there. As the defender seen to lose track of where he was, I think. Afsha. And some options to his left, picks out El Shahat, overlap being made by Ali Malul. And pulls it back towards El Shahat. Not sure he was expecting it though. El Shahat, and opportunity perhaps for Simba to break. Instead, it's deflected back to the path of Afsha, and that wasn't too far away. Straight to Simba, but with a second opportunity here. Ahly. Up Atia, this is El Shahat. Side flag up on this near side against El Shahat. And Dieng. Hani. Tell. Canute rather slipped as he to play that ball. Atia back to Arabia. Done him again. It's been all Ahly in terms of possession so far. That certainly wasn't the case in the first leg. It was Simba who had more possession, more shots as well. A veteran Burundi international. The 36-year-old was the joint top scorer last season. Could be a chance here for Boko if he can get the wrong side of Abdel Monem. Trying to get up by the linesman, but he has at least won his side a throw. Just debating. He thought should have been a free kick.
think this is the game we were talking about. They just have to play Boko and then keep pushing forward and to make sure he wins through fouls and everything. And that is what we were seeing right now. I think that tactical work is beginning to set in right now.
Looking for Boko once more. It's it away by Atia, and once more hooked clear by El Shahat, but Kanute able to squeeze it through. And shot from a distance from Mohamed Hussein. Right at El Shinawi. Just cuts inside. Finds the South African now. Tau. This is El Shahat. El Shahat's ball poked away from him. This is Saidi. Too much on the pass from Klatis Chama, the Zambian. And Tau. Just to play it through, just a little bit too much on it as well. It was a sliding Afsha. Saidi muscled off it, but it's still going to be his team's ball. 6-year stint as Austria coach Marcel Kuller. An Ahly boss. They qualify for Euro 2016. That was the first time the country had played at the European Championship, aside from when they qualified automatically as co-hosts alongside Switzerland in 2008.
Katoro should have done a bit better there. They were really pressure.
Comes the corner from Malou. It's going to fall here for Arabia over the top from the central defender. Has to go down as an opportunity. Probably the best one we've seen so far in this opening 17 minutes. That didn't quite come down quickly enough for Arabia. A deep corner towards the far post. It was Jeng who got his head on it. Deflected into the path of the Al Ahly centre-back and trying to get over the top of it to keep it down, unsuccessful in doing so. It's the return of ball, plays it back in. It's a good ball as well, but well defended by Henrik Inonga, the DR Congo international. Had been out injured until recently.
I think Boko should step up his game a bit.
And Dieng taking a favourable bounce. It's Afsha here, tries to square it. It's cut out, but Tau has a chance here. Now, once that deflected over, it was on his weaker right foot. Another opportunity for Al Ahly.
As I was saying, Boko should step up his game a bit. You know, he's the one who is leading the attack, but he's losing all the balls, and it's been very, very difficult for Simba. He needs to just keep the ball up front, but he's been losing all the ball, and the ball keeps on coming to Simba. And I think the coach should try and see how he can change his tactic, because it looks like it's not working for Simba right now.
Shane Malone clears it upfield, but again, Al Ahly seemingly first to the ball each and every time. Atia. The Pombe with the header. This is Dennis. It's Boko to his left. Dennis still has it. Dennis. Oh, he had the captain, John Boko, to his left. Perhaps would have been better served. And just keep coming in attack here. Al Ahly. Percy Tau gets past his man. Tries to lay it off. Gets it back again. Tau here. Ball comes off Mohamed Hani. Scooped up by Ali Salim, but knocking on the door here for the home side. Good first touch from Kibu Dennis.
Yeah, I think that is the game. That is kind of game we were expecting. Ali is dominating. I like their mentality. Anytime they lose the ball, they try to win the ball as soon as possible. But they haven't been that dangerous in front of goal, and that is what we are expecting. It looks like how they played in the first leg, and now they are playing at home. I'm sure they should be a bit. They should try and execute their chances that they get, because they are trying to do good things, but they don't get too much in the box of Simba.
El Shahat striding away down this left-hand side. Malul making himself available. El Shahat opts to go it alone. Bounces back to Dieng. Clipped into the box towards Percy Tau. Chested down, tries to skirt. Karaba! And this is the opening goal. It looks as if the offside flag is up. Indeed it is. Just have another look at this. A very tight call, but looks to be just about the right one. Percy Tau unselfishly squaring for Karaba. What is the decision going to be? It is offside. And it's all said and done. And close call all the same. And flicked on towards Saidi, helped on here, and it's Kibu Dennis. Terrific stop from El Shenawi. Follow-up blocked as well. El Shenawi appears to have hurt himself in the process.
This is what we were talking about. You know, all the balls should go to Boko, and then you use the second ball, and it's working for them.
The linesman did belatedly have his flag raised over on the far side, but fine stop all the same from El Shenawi. Trying to lift it over the goalkeeper. And Kibu Dennis may have caught him as well as he was advancing past.
His head, and I think there's a bit of small knock over there. Although he made a great save, brave save.
Well, this was the verdict. The offside goal that was, well, the goal that was eventually ruled out for offside was initially given as offside as well, to be fair to the... This is Hani now, first time ball into the box. Important intervention. Quickly regaining possession, time and again. And Ahly. Pombe. Moko. Aside the free kick is taken quickly. Dieng. El Shahat. All again to his left. This is Malul now. Cross in, and it's over the top from Percy Tau. Got the run on his marker. Couldn't keep the header down though. More directed on target. Well, they're being patient with the build-up. Ahly have had some chances too. Just again, it's the similar story to the one on Friday. The finishing has rather let them down so far.
Exactly. The build-up play has been very solid, as we normally say. They've been processing the ball very good, but the problem right now is the execution. You just have to just bury the balls.
Goma. Ball gifted straight back to Ahly. Afsha. Ball bounces straight back to him. Afsha. Over the top once more. Just cannot hit the target so far. Ahly. Yeah, very much doing all the running here in this first half. Favourable a bounce back to Afsha. Pulled the trigger, just the shots was always rising.
So far, Afsha has been very dangerous. Talking about the player who has been going forward, trying to shoot on target. But it's rather unfortunate he hasn't got any shot on target right now. But he's looking very dangerous in this game.
Flip towards the Simba box. It might fall here for Afsha. Afsha picks out El Shahat. El Shahat did save. Well, it's spilled in the end and scrambled away. Enonga is going to put his foot through it and boot it to safety. Ali Salim wants to have it covered. Ball squirmed out of his grasp. Shahat getting the shot off. I don't think it would have counted if it had been turned in by one of the two players in front of goal, both in an offside position. And Chama. As he's saying, the left back, Saidi. Decent looking ball there from Saidi. Chama goes to ground. And eventually concedes the free kick. Just got a piece of Abdel Munnen there. Well, certainly more promising for Simba. The weighted pass into the box from Saidi. Chama's teammates perhaps having a word with the referee, just asking about the challenge in the area. This is Kibu Dennis. Tau. Good ball with the outside of the boots. Karaba here, can he get to the end of it? It's good goalkeeping from Ahly Salim. Out quickly to smother at the feet of Mahmoud Karaba. Hussein comes off Percy Tau.
It's a crucial moment for Simba.
Hit it up and not away just yet, but Kanute flicks it clear, but they Simba player down here in a bit of pain as well. It's been a clash of heads. So we can get a better look. It's the header from Nguvu that's behind rather than at a safety, and it was Kapombe challenging with Afsha. There's a clash of heads.
They have a lot of work to do in the second half to bring more offensive players, because Simba doesn't look very, very dangerous in attack. So this is all about risks, trying to bring some offensive players to make sure they can able to score some goals. And I think defensively they are fine, although they shouldn't take any risk, but there should be fresh legs in the offensive department of the field in the second half.
Jiang. Malul calling for it, gets it. Threads it through to Karaba. Back with Malul. Lovely work through to Karaba. And again, Simba doing just about enough. And there goes the whistle to end this first 45 minutes. The second leg.
I think if you can bring a bit of offensive midfield players, he's got a clinical finisher, but I think the execution hasn't been very, very good. We need to bring a lot.
Rather holding on a bit at times there in that first half. They were bending without breaking, crucially for Simba. Able to hold Ahly at arm's length for the time being. Well, a few Simba supporters have made the trip to the Egyptian capital, rather blending in amongst all the other red shirts of Ahly at the Cairo International Stadium. As the away side also trot back out for this second period. 12 shots in total in that first half, Ahly, however, just the one of them on target. As for Simba, they struggled to get to the final third very much at all. The first 45 minutes, and when they did, they were rather let down by some poor decision making. Now acknowledging the crowd. Robertinho made 2 changes at half-time in the first leg. Is he going to stick with the 11 that finished that first half today, though? It looks as if they are going to make a change again. And for the second game in succession, it's going to be Jean Baleke coming on at half-time. He's been in fine form in the Tanzanian league so far this season. Simba have won all 5 matches so far. Baleke, the top scorer with 5 goals, so it looks as if he's going to be introduced here for the second half, just as he was on Friday. John Bocco, who was brought back into the starting 11 today. His day is over after 45 minutes. The captain's number up on the boards, and he'll be replaced by Baleke for this second half. So the first change made by either side is the Simba captain, John Bocco, who makes way at half-time. John Baleke, the DR Congo. Put away. And Monem brings it down, finds Mohamed Hani. Tao. And Dieng. Tao. Hani pokes it through to Carabert. First time shot, and it's in. And they've broken the deadlock. But the referee's assistant has raised his flag. Will this be looked over? Carabert, brilliant first time finish. The question is it going to stand? That's certainly not. Spot on with the decision, and straight. Clearly offside, Carabert. Goal is going to be scrubbed off. A smile on the face of the linesman. Sure. Tao, bit of space ahead of him down the right-hand side. First time ball to Carabert again. Just too far in front of him. Takes out his frustration on a water bottle. He's getting into the right position, at least Carabert. Canute. Arabia.
My problem is with Simba is they are not keeping the ball. You know, anytime there's pressure, when you have the ball, try and keep the ball to make sure you also get back into the game. But it looks like they're giving all the balls to Ahly to play. And when this happens, as we said, you're going to have a long afternoon, which is not a good sign for Simba. Right now, it looks like they're dependent on luck right now.
Really struggling to gain any sort of control in this match, Simba. That being said, though, they are hanging in there. Tao with the first time ball, just a fraction over heads, and frustration starting to mount for Carabert. Read by Mohamed Hussein. Hani lost out here. Simba, can they make something of this? Saidi able to hold on to the ball, slowed things down. Salal down as the decision going to be. VAR in use throughout this competition. The referee going to be invited to take a second look on the pitch side monitor. No one's up. Doesn't look like he is. It's going to stand. And it's Sadio Canute. I didn't know much about it, but he's given his side the lead in this tie. First, it's going to be Simba to make another substitution. Kennedy Juma, defender coming on. And Simba look to tighten things up defensively. run at the Ahly back line. This is out. Hatia tracking back, retrieving possession. Malul. Al-Shahat. Al-Shahat still going, threads it into the box towards Karabet. It's a good challenge from the man just on Kennedy Juma.
It's not over yet though. Simba still have a chance. If they can convert any chance they get, they can still go through. But I don't see it happening right now. But football, anything can happen.
Goma with the header. 17 total shots for Ahly, just 2 of them on target. And crucially though, Karabas was the one that's got the equalising goal. This is Kibu Dennis. Goma. Kanute. Scored in both legs of this time. Sadio Kanute. Absolutely nothing about the goal he scored in this second leg. It was Cletus Chama who straight off his teammate, and then the ball deflecting past Mohamed El Shanawi. A double switch is going to be made by Simba. Willie Onana, saw him come off the bench in the first leg, tried a few things, didn't quite work out, but looked a lively player. And Luis Mikison, who started the first leg, was withdrawn at half-time. It's going to get a chance here to try and turn things back in Simba's favour. Dieng. Malone. Got a little bit lucky there, Malone, and Karabet struggling with the exertions of 80+ minutes in this game. And he try and keep it in. And he succeeds. Looks like he may have done. He's prevented it from going behind for a corner. In fact, it is going to be a corner. Didn't get there quite in time. Mohamed Hani, Mikuson take this set piece. Scored from a corner in the first leg. Sadio Kanute. Deep ball in. El Shanawi comes and gets a fist on it, and have to defend another corner here. Ahly.
This is where Ahly should be very, very careful, because any team that concedes a goal right now, it's not going to look good for them. So Ahly should be very, very focused. They are playing at home, and having corner kicks against them like that, they should be very, very careful.
It's a near post run by Kanute on Friday. Headed home at the near post to give that 2-1 lead. Maybe another change here made by the host later on. Anthony Modeste coming on for Karabet, the goal scorer. Let's have another look at the goal that stands to be the one that sends Ahly through to the semi-finals. Ali Malul just getting into enough space down that left-hand side, pulled it back, and first time finish from Karabet. Modeste to the fray, and first responsibility will be help his side defend this corner. A loopy ball in, and it's easy for El Shanawi. Afsha, good first touch. Simba have got it back. Kanute. Inonga. Shamari Kapombe looks to be the player coming off. Make his way around the pitch. As on comes at Fury. big role in Simba getting to last season's Champions League group stage. 5 goals in the qualifiers, but didn't score the competition proper in the group stage or the quarterfinals. Can he have something to say here as we head into stoppage time in Cairo? It's been a fascinating 2 legs, but it looks as if the experience of Ahly is ultimately going to win out. 3 minutes added on here. Towel with the corner. Dieng pick up the loose ball. Onana going for it, Hussein, and he's giving it away there in a bad position. Willy Onana, can they add a second here? And Dieng still with it. Afsha now. Afsha clips it in and strikes the arm of Ahly Salim. It's going to be a corner kick. A real opportunity there. Ahly really seemed to know what they were doing, seemed to get in each other's way. And Afsha, well, it was well out of the reach of Percy Tau. They were lucky to come away with a corner.
Young should have released the ball right now. He should have just put...
Certainly offside, but Shinawi wasn't to know that. How is that going to be the last real chance for Simba? It's going to be Ahly to go through on away goals. And it looks like Shinawi. And there goes the final whistle. It's all over here in Cairo. It is the reigning and record 11-time African champions Ahly through to the semi-finals of the inaugural African Football League, scraping by Simba into this tie. Finished 3-3 on aggregate, 1-1.
Tougher side like Ahly, one of the best in Africa, and people rate you as underdog. I think they should go home with their heads high because they came to Egypt to have a draw as well.
Well, certainly no shame in going out to the reigning African champions. Plenty of teams before them have failed. A lot of them haven't got anywhere near as close as Simba did to knocking out Ahly in this first quarter-final of the African Football League. They'll return to domestic duties, and then they'll be getting on with the group stage of this year's CAF Champions League towards the end of next month as well. They've been drawn with last year's runners-up Wydad Casablanca, as well as Ivory Coast's ASEC Mimosas and Running Galaxy of Botswana in Group B. But it is ultimately Ahly who fight through to the semi-finals. Real battling performance over the 2 legs, but again showing why they are the team to beat in this competition. Can never be written off.
Yeah, Ahly is one of the favorites in this competition, but honestly, they haven't impressed me that much in these 2 games. You know, hopefully in the semi-finals they could do something better, like the Ahly we used to know, because there are a lot of teams in who are also coming to win the African Football League as well. You know, so they should up their performance a bit, and I'm sure they're good. Everybody knows what Ahly can do when it comes to this kind of competition. They did so well in the first half. They could have even won the game in the first half. So it's rather unfortunate. Maybe that might be a bit of motivation for them in coming this game against Mamelodi Sundowns, and that is the only motivation they have.